Gamers, what's going on? It's your boy Casual Chris here, and I'm back with Switch 2 Week, Day 3 of Switch 2 Week. And today we're talking about the games that I most want on Switch 2. So the lowest on the list for me, but honestly could be really exciting depending on how they pull this off, is Splatoon 4. Now I really enjoyed Splatoon 1 on Wii U, and I played 2, and I thought that was cool, but then it was kind of samey to me, and it felt a little worse in some cases, right? Like, so it wasn't as fun, I guess, for me, but like Samurai was cool. I like the DLC. The Octo expansion was really good. That was great. But everything else was kind of like, and I kind of fell off of it. Splatoon 3 came around. I tried the beta. I tried the beta, and I was like, this is just Splatoon 2 again. And I didn't buy the game. I was like, I'm good. I can skip this one. So, what I'm really hoping for is a complete shakeup of the franchise. I want completely new mechanics that are not even in other Splatoon games, and they are applied to everybody. Everybody drops in and we all have this new mechanic. I feel like something as simple as making the player count, you double the player count maybe. So instead of it being 4v4, it's 8v8. And now the maps are bigger. Right, and maybe because the maps are bigger, you can teleport to anybody on the map. I think, but I don't know if that's always from. Spawn. I think you can do that anywhere outside of Spawn. But they would add shit to compensate for the fact that you get new movement options, right? Maybe there'd be a boost or a speed boost or something. All right, I don't know. But they're Nintendo; they can figure that shit out, bro. They always come up with the hot shit. And they haven't been really coming up with hot shit for Splatoon, and that's really surprising for me that series is just kind of iterative right now. So I'm really hoping and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Splatoon 4 can do, especially the story modes. The story modes of Splatoon are honestly the best part for me. I love those. So if they can actually do the multiplayer good too, that'd be sick. Next up is a group of games that I don't think I can sit here and make a video on without mentioning. It's time to get fucking serious, Square Enix. Where is Kingdom Hearts on Switch 2? Native ports, you just canceled Missing Link. It's time for you to step up, okay? You step up. The Kingdom Hearts fans are gonna kill you now. They're coming, bro. They're looking for any little excuse to come find you. Square, y'all are not in good water right now. You're in hot water. That shit is boiling. And y'all gotta do something. So I think putting it on Switch 2, where people can actually play the games and it's not a cloud version. Especially, and now they can put every game on Switch 2, right? All the way up to 3. All the way up to Melody and Memory. But Melody and Memory was already on Switch. And that was native. And Melody and Memory was on Switch native and has an exclusive multiplayer mode. So, I don't know, right? Maybe. And I think even then, they can do Switch 2 Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm willing to bet money Kingdom Hearts 4 will be on Switch 2 day and date alongside Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Remake, and the third game, which they've already talked about that they're bringing it over to Switch as well. And if you've seen the comparisons, they look damn near identical to what the PS5 version is looking like. You can barely tell the difference. So I think we're in a good situation right now, and we can get these games on Switch 2, no problem, no excuse. The next set of games here are actually Switch 2 editions. And the only real games that I actually care about for Switch 2 editions are the Xenoblade games. Now, I'm sure these will come sooner rather than later, but what I'm actually looking forward to the most is just, upping the frame rate to 60, 4K resolution, is right, and a stable frame rate, and we're good to go. I think the only game that actually needs a real upgrade probably should be 2. If they had to pick one to make, because 1 has a definitive edition, X now has a definitive edition, 3 drops as the definitive edition, because they don't need to add anything to 3. 2, they need to go back and clean up the bullshit, right? The field abilities. Let's do something about that. Change the navigation, the map, you need to make this game easier for people to consume. It's one of the best games ever fucking made, and people can't play it because it sucks. But yeah, I just really want all the quality of life updates that were in all the other Xenoblade games and add it to 2. I I don't even think they have to, for me, they don't have to change the gacha. I know people, they can't stand the gacha. I think it actually does add nuance to your playthrough. Like, I mean, but that's neither, we're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about that. And now we're here and we're talking about NSO games for GameCube. GameCube NSO is the hot shit right now. The lineup that they showed, the starting lineup that I'm assuming will all be out by the end of this year, seemed pretty good. But obviously, we can do better. So I got a list of NSO games here, and I'm going to fire off here. We got Melee, OG Air Ride on there. I think it's smart to get OG. Well, let me, hold on, back up. Melee. What the fuck are we doing here? Why isn't Melee on there? I don't care. Like, who cares about the competitive guys? What about everybody else? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but everybody else, like, 64 and Melee aren't on NSO. They're saving that for something. Who knows? Who knows what they're saving that for? Bro, my hands are up. They own every character in those games. Who knows? Who knows what they're doing? OG Air Ride. If we're going to drop an Air Ride sequel, I think it's smart to get OG Air Ride on NSO. Let people play City Trial online. Have fun with that shit. It'll be sick. Double Dash. Yeah. I don't think they showed Double Dash because they want Mario Kart World to be the hot shit right now. I mean, I don't know why Nintendo is so afraid of things like like people. If you can play Double Dash on Switch too, people aren't gonna stop, are not gonna not buy Mario Kart World. They're different fucking games. They're different games. I don't understand why they're so afraid of some of this shit. But every Mario Party. So what is that? 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4, 5, 6, and 7. All of them Mario Party games. Put them on Switch. I think we already have 1, 2, and 3. So I think this probably is coming. We should also get all of the Mario sports games, right? Speaking of Mario, every Mario sports game. Toadstool Tour for golf. Power tennis, right? And I think they have Sluggers. The original Sluggers is on GameCube. We gotta get that too. They gotta get all those like the Mario spin-offs on NSO. I think that'd be sick. I would love that shit. I actually would like Star Fox Assault. This is a game I played on emulator quite a bit. And I actually really like the multiplayer mode. So I think that would be really cool if they bring that in. And Star Fox Assault is like the last Star Fox game that was like original. Well, no, that's Command. But I feel like if people play people would try out Assault and be like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. And I think while we're on the topic of Star Fox, I think Get Adventures on there, Star Fox Adventures. I think they should get that on there as well if they really want to do some weird shit, right? I think the original Animal Crossing, I think it was originally a 64 game, but it's not even on Japanese 64. So I think if they put the original Animal Crossing, I might try it out. I mean, I think I'm looking forward to trying out the new, like whatever new Animal Crossing they drop on Switch 2. I'm probably gonna pick it up and try it just to try it. I haven't tried an Animal Crossing game yet. Maybe I should play New Leaf instead because I can just do that, but I don't know. Who knows? Next, I got Beautiful Joe on here. Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. That'd be sick. Let's get them on there. Let's get them on there. Let's do it. And Super Monkey Ball as well, 1 and 2, Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2. I think there are remakes, so this probably won't happen, but it'd still be cool. Hopefully, right? It'd be sick. Please, NSO. And on the topic of Sega, don't laugh, guys. Let's not, let's get serious. Everybody be serious for a second. Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, and Sonic Riders. Don't kid yourselves, Shadow won't be coming. Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes and Riders. If Sega can play ball, which I mean they already gave them an entire Genesis NSO, they should be able to play ball. And we have Soul Calibur, which is a really good sign that third-party games are probably going to be a part of it. And especially like Riders, dude. I feel like I have a friend. We would play that shit religiously. Like we would be like, I'll just hop on like Riders real quick. Like we would play like an hour of Riders. Like it'd be so accessible. You can just hop on GameCube NSO. And we're just hopping on. We're playing Riders. Like, bro. That would be so sick. But like, Sega has to play ball. Will they? Who knows? Next up on our list here, we have Super Metroid 6. Metroid 6. Yeah, the next 2D Metroid game. I'm looking forward to that the most. Prime, again, I don't know. Like, I'm not too into Prime myself. I'm going to try to get back into it. Maybe I'll try the remake with a remaster of Prime 1. Maybe they'll put Prime 2 and 3 on there somewhere. But like the 2D Metroids, that's my shit. Dread was flames, fire, and it ends on not a cliffhanger, but it does end on an interesting like point. So like I would like to know, obviously they're going to keep going. It didn't seem like they were ending there. And it seemed like we're going to keep going. So whenever we get to that, which I think is going to be sometime after Prime, so maybe in like 2 to 3 years, we'll see Metroid 6. And I'll be super excited. I'll be there day one. We're picking that shit up and we're playing it. That is a big boy game that I'm looking forward to on Switch 2. And guys, I'm gonna have to actually promise you guys to not laugh again for this next choice here. I want the Hoyoverse games on Switch. I'm actually quite the fan. I actually love Genshin Impact, and I like Star Rail. I've never played Zenless Zone Zero, but I could for a donation of $200. But it would be my preferred way to play Genshin on Switch 2. Like, if I could just have that on Switch 2 instead of my PC or my phone or whatever. That's actually the coolest part about those games is how, like, it's just cross save. So, like, you just play on whatever the fuck you want, and, like, you just have your shit. So if I can play it on Switch 2 as well, because I like the portability of the Switch 2. I just haven't been using my Switch Portable that much because the Joy-Cons suck, but it looks like the Joy-Cons are going to be fire on the Switch 2, at least for the time being. So it would be my preferred way to play that. I might even download Star Rail on that. Who knows? Star Rail is like a phone game, though. That's very simple. So the next game on here that I'm really looking forward to is the new 3D Mario. I mean, we have to wait a little longer for that because we know that team was working on Donkey Kong, and that's very exciting. We're there for Donkey Kong. But that means that they get to cook a little longer on the Mario ideas that they may have in their brains, but that should spew a little bit. And I'm really interested in seeing what that would do. I mean, I'm sure Bowser's Fury was probably some kind of test for something. I can see the world sort of being interconnected like that. Maybe it's like Sunshine, but like instead of it being warp portals, you can actually just go to the area where like you have your main hub, and then like, you know, you have your other area over there. You can just walk over there or like jump. You know, you can do some shit. You probably like Yoshi as like a mount would be cool. I think they would probably do that. They would just have Yoshi where you could like speed across it. It's like an open world Mario game, or where levels are interconnected like Bowser's Fury. Or I have another idea. What if we're setting up for some Donkey Kong and Mario crossover game, and it's like a big 3D platformer where you're tagging in and out with Donkey Kong and Mario, and they got different things. Like, so Mario, maybe he still has Cap, he's like the platform god, but then Donkey Kong can just, you know, he breaks everything, right? And you might need them for different points in the level. I don't know. I mean, that might be, especially with some leak, it's not even, it's a leak because Nintendo leaked it. They put a picture up of a certain character that does tie into Odyssey, so I mean, they might be connected somehow. But the Mario team, either way, the Mario team has been very creative in what they do. It's like, I mean, you play Galaxy, you're like, where do they go from here? And then they come back and they're like, oh, check this shit out, and it's fucking Odyssey. I don't think we have anything to worry about for the Mario game. We're just gonna have to wait a little longer, probably another 3 years. And we'll get our Mario game, bros. Mario Bros, we'll get it. But for now, enjoy Donkey Kong. This next game, I'm begging for. Now is the time. We skipped Switch 1. It was rumored throughout the entirety of Switch 1. There is some basis to this rumor, promise me. There's some basis. But Kid Icarus Uprising remake, remaster, whatever it is, on Switch 2. Please, what probably happened is it was going to come out on Switch 1, and then like they were like, oh, Switch 2 got mouse controls? What if we do? But it's probably still going to release on Switch 1, and then it's going to have a Switch 2 edition where you can use the mouse controls that will probably look better, it'll probably run better, and that'll be that, right? Like, mouse controlled Kid Icarus Uprising would be fucking fire. Hello? I think this is what we were waiting for. We were waiting for that. That would be a great compromise to the touch controls of the 3DS. And I think they figured it out. What that game needs, though, is to keep the online. If they don't do that, I might be at Nintendo's doorstep if the online is not there. I'm just saying. If the online is not there, I'm at Nintendo's doorstep. I'm praying that they don't change any of the dialogue. They just leave it. Just like, don't even redub it. I know like Palutena and Verity, I think they have new voice actors in Smash, but like, don't redub it. Just leave the original cast in there. Unless they add new content, then I guess they would have to redub it. Also, another point, Sakurai doesn't have to work on this game. It's a fucking remake. He can work on Air Ride, wherever. He can do Air Ride, right? He doesn't have to do this. So if he doesn't need to be here for this game to exist. So that doesn't, like, Air Ride existing doesn't count this out. And speaking of Sakurai, we got a big one here. Okay, I looked at my notes and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you Smash fan, get a grip. Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch 2. This is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I mean, we know that after Air Ride's dropping this year, they're probably dragging his ass right back on the Smash Brothers. They gave him a break, but now they're dragging his ass right back on the Smash Brothers, and we're gonna be on that hype cycle yet again. Now I have two scenarios here to present. Two. Not one, two. One that I'll be okay. Yeah, it'll be fine, but like I'm not really gonna be too excited about it. And then there's another one that I would be like, yes, woo, for. So let's get into that. Let's start with the bad timeline. Switch 2 edition, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Chat, it's possible. We can be sitting here in a Nintendo Direct and they show Smash Brothers and then they show another character and they're like, oh, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Switch 2 edition, and they add more. They add like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 more characters at max, right? Like 2, 3, 5 more stages at max, right? There's probably new modes, more spirits, more music, of course. Hopefully they improve the online if they even have the audacity to do some bullshit. Again, okay, hopefully they improve the online. It wouldn't be simple to put rollback in that because it's already an existing game. If they built the game from the ground up with rollback in mind, we can do that. But like reverse engineering it would be annoying. So I don't know why they would. So I don't know. It probably would be the fucking same if they did that. Just a warning, if it would be the same. And hopefully Squad Strike is online as well. Hopefully. The game would probably look a little nicer, run a little better on with 8-player Smash, which 8-player Smash does run at 60. There's a lot of compromises with the stages and stuff for 8-player Smash. So now let's talk about the real timeline. The real timeline. Okay, not the real timeline, but the best timeline, the good timeline. Please, Lord have mercy, please. A completely brand new, from the ground up Smash game. I'm not talking about Brawl 4, okay? We're not using Ultimate as a basis, no sir. Technically it would be Brawl 4 because we have Brawl 2, where Smash 4 was built off of Brawl, and then Ultimate was built off of Smash 4, which is also built off of Brawl. So we're running Brawl 3, and now we're gonna have Brawl 4, bros. We don't need Brawl 4. Let's just start from scratch. Let's make Smash Brothers as if it's a brand new thing, and let's reimagine it to this day. Obviously, still keep it a 2D, platform fighter. You guys created that genre, and I think you should rein it back in. Don't lose to the indie titles, man. Like, steal a couple of their ideas and then come up with some brand new hot shit that they don't even think of. Sakurai, come on, bro. You can't let these kids show you up. You can't do that. They can reduce the roster if needed. However, I don't actually expect them to cut every fucking character ever. Funny enough, I would, even if they started from the ground up, I think they would try to keep as many characters as they can. If they can't, they can't. Or if they want to get rid of some characters, they want to get rid of them because they're redundant or whatever. But I still would expect a decent amount of characters in a roster like this. People are saying 20 characters, 30 characters. I'm like, dude, they're probably going to be 50. It's probably going to be 50. Right? Base roster is probably going to be 50. I think it is time. Everybody talks about this, reimagining some of the old cast. I think it's time that we get them up to speed, and we're in a new era for Nintendo. So I think their characters should represent their new era and not their old era. They can still. I feel like we can still have references to the old games. The thing is that we have references to the old games, but barely anything about the new games. So I think like Samus, she needs a whole new thing, right? Samus is a whole new. It's because she's got the counter now. Samus doesn't use the Ice Beam, which is an iconic weapon in Metroid. Is the Ice Beam? That's how you beat Metroids. And it's surprising she doesn't have that. Kirby is one of those characters where I feel like they would have to keep. You have to keep the inhale because that is such a staple to his moveset. People would be mad if inhale was gone and he just had a moveset. But they can change other stuff. He doesn't need the air cutter. He doesn't need the cutter up B anymore, right? He doesn't need the stone down B anymore. We can change that shit. It's really time to switch that shit up. Bro, I can play Mario in 64 and play Mario in Ultimate, and it's the same thing. The only difference is that now I have a side B. Now I have a side B. And his down B changes to Flood. At least they did that. They did that in Brawl. He's Flood. Woohoo, Flood. I'm thinking this next one, you lock in for this shit, Sakurai. Nintendo, Bandai Namco, who will probably end up working on that game. Lock in Subspace 2. Yeah, not this World of Light garbage. Subspace 2. With real cutscenes, with the characters interacting, wacky team-ups again, right? Full-on areas to explore and run around in and do. Yeah, Subspace doesn't play the best, and we know, but it was still fun because of the cutscenes and the characters and the team-ups. That shit is fun. because you have so many of these, you have so many characters that people love, and you're not utilizing them. You're not making them interact in any way in the game itself. I mean, in the trailer, sure, but in the game itself, like, hello. Like, what if characters had like unique intros, like some Capcom versus SNK type shit, where like they have unique intros depending on what characters are what. That would be sick. But yeah, we need that shit. Subspace to Sakurai, lock the fuck in. Okay, you can take as long as you want on this Smash game, by the way. Just lock it. Just lock it. I'm gonna need you to lock it. Listen, this Smash section is huge. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna need mechanics that we have never seen before in Smash Bros. Ever. I mean, you can steal from your rivals or whatever, but like, we need shit that we have never fucking seen before, bro. One idea that I've had and I've thrown around to my friends is like, what if, you know, people get like upset about assist trophies, but what if they were more integral to the gameplay? What if we got rid of assist trophies? Instead, we take that lineup of characters and we put them as assists that you can pick. You pick your character and then you pick an assist. And then you can call this assist, you know, there would be like an assist meter, obviously. And you call this assist and they can come in and help you. And it would be like an offensive assist, defensive assist, or maybe like one that would help you recover. Like maybe like a Tails is an assist. And you call him and he picks you up. It's like, right, you run out of your jumps, you did your up B, but you still got your assist. And you call in Tails and now you make it back to the stage. Like, I feel like that'd be shit like that would completely change the game. Hopefully, we have good online this time. Rollback, come on. Especially if it's going to be built from the ground up, as I said earlier, it's a lot easier to implement rollback into something like that. Hopefully we have more online. Hopefully we get rid of the garbage that was Smash, that it was Elite Smash. Let's go right back to for fun and for glory. I think that was very simple. It was very simple. Like, you play for, you want to do, you know, stocks, no items, you click for glory. You want to do items, maybe with stocks, maybe with time, you click for fun. And it was that simple. It was just that simple. I don't understand why we had to do like the preferred rules shit. Because now I go online, this person might not have my fucking rule set. I might not have his rule set. He wants to play with his rules. I want to play with my rules. Bitch, you set the rules. Y'all made the damn game. What? What? I would love a lot of new modes. Maybe you can also just bring back adventure mode as well. But I want new shit on top of that. I can't really think of any new shit right now. But bro, they can always come up with some cool. They can always. I thought crazy orders and like master orders was actually kind of cool. So I wouldn't mind. The Smash 4 Classic mode was cool. It just shouldn't have been Classic mode. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they come up with all this shit, and it's like, you know, why is that there? I think Spirits is cool. They can bring Spirits back. That's fine. But yeah, brand new shit, brand new modes. I really just want this to feel like a new Smash, like a brand new Smash Bros. Game. Because I feel like since Brawl was the most ambitious before Ultimate, they were trying to do all this shit in one, right? Like, they were like, oh, there's a story mode. Oh, like, we have so many characters. Oh, we have all these modes. Oh, we have online. It was like, back then that was like insane. It was insane. I want them to do that again because, like, I mean, I love the new Smash. I love Smash Ultimate, and I liked Smash 4 back when I loved Smash 4 when it was out and it was new. Nowadays, you ask me, I'll be like, what the fuck, Smash 4? This shit was dark shit. What do you mean? Back when it was hot, bro, like, it was fire. But I just really want them to make a Smash game where it doesn't feel iterative anymore. Like, I was talking about this with Splatoon, and like, I think we're at that point. Like, we did Ultimate, we have all these characters now. I think we're at that point where it's like, yeah, we should probably just step back and reimagine Smash Brothers. Like, let's just come up with new mechanics, or completely new modes, right? Like, new ways to play Smash that we've never thought about playing. Keep Sora. Thanks. But either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'll be playing either, like, whatever timeline we get, I'm playing them regardless, right? Of course, like, I'm there. Like, duh, come on, guys, duh, I'm gonna play it regardless, duh. And my final most wanted game coming to the Switch 2 at some point in the future is the brand new Monolith Sock game. Woo! This is already peak in the making. I mean, Monolith with more power, they're gonna go insane. I don't know if it's Xenoblade 4. I don't know if it's Xenoblade Saga 4. I don't know if it's X2. I don't know if it's a brand new IP. Honestly, I think what I would most want right now at this moment, would be a new IP. I think it's probably just gonna be Xenoblade 4, Saga 4, whatever the fuck they're doing. Because they said they would keep the branding of Xenoblade, even if it's not like the same shit. I would be really looking forward to a new IP from them. They had that concept art a long time ago, but I'm not really too sure what happened to that, if that led to anything, but I would like for them to make a brand new IP. That'd be pretty sick. Whatever they end up doing, I'm definitely there. Day one, day zero, I'm bro. Pre-ordering special edition DLC period, DLC pass, like whatever. Y'all can do whatever y'all want, man. Monolith is the best devs on the system. Nintendo, they got a huge W getting that shit right. So I mean, Monolith with more power, I think we're probably in for a big peak. So there you have it, guys. That was my most wanted Switch 2 game. Switch 2 is coming out tomorrow. I'm super excited for that shit, dude. I'm going to be picking it up. I'll have an unboxing video. We're going to be streaming all day pretty much after the unboxing video. It's going to be great. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I am trying to hit 200 subscribers this year. That's our goal, 200 subscribers. We're pretty close. We need like 400 or so. 400? 40. Well, we have 40 more subscribers. I mean, if you want to help out, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't want to subscribe, if you still want to help out, you can hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know your most wanted Switch 2 games that you want to see. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.